When the fans know who will be in the playoffs before the season's first pitch is thrown, the system is flawed. It's broken. But there's still time to save Major League Baseball.
They can't help themselves. In sports, they can't help themselves. Football has to settle.
Every major professional league except Major League Baseball in America.
They should have done it a long time ago.
President Trump is right. This isn't about owners versus players. This is about you and me, the fans. We buy the tickets, the jerseys, the streaming packages, and show up game after game with hope in our hearts, but skepticism in our minds. When fans in a lot of cities already know on opening day who's built to win and who's just filling out the schedule, the system is broken, and we're watching it play out in real time in 2026. The big market teams are spending like there's no tomorrow, while smart, disciplined clubs in smaller markets are proving you don't necessarily need a blank check to compete. Look at the payroll numbers right now. Los Angeles Dodgers pushing nearly $400 million. The Mets around $370 million. Yankees over $300 million. Those are massive numbers. Now look at the other side. The Rays, $102 million. The Guardians around $80 to $90 million, and the Brewers and the Marlins even lower in some cases. And get this, Pittsburgh. I was drafted by the Pittsburgh Pirates. I played in the organization. A classic small market club is right there fighting with limited resources too. Yet here we are. Teams with the lowest payrolls have to play lights out ball just to stay in the hunt. And by the way, pray that there are no other major injuries on their season is over. These teams are winning with drafting, player development, and smart roster building, not just opening up the checkbook. Meanwhile, big market teams with huge payrolls can buy their way into the postseason or buy a top caliber replacement to an injured star, something small market teams simply cannot afford to do. That's not a competitive balance. That's a league where a handful of owners can buy their way into the top and everyone else is left hoping for a miracle. Small market fans get priced out of hope, sometimes before the season even starts. They pack the stands on opening day full of excitement, only to watch our teams fall further and further behind as the big spenders load up on talent. On the table right now, as we speak, MLB owners have proposed a hard salary cap at $245.3 million. That's a lot of money, folks. And a floor at $171.2 million. Right now, only about 10 teams sit comfortably inside that window. The rest are either way over it, LA, New York, etc., or way under, Pittsburgh, Tampa, etc. A real cap with a real floor would force every front office to operate with discipline. It rewards scouting, player development, and tough decisions, exactly what this game should be all about. We've seen what happens without salary caps and floors. Go back to the Yankees of the late 90s and early 2000s. They bought multiple titles with sheer spending power. Small market fans started checking out in droves. Attendance drastically fell. It wasn't uncommon to watch a ball game on TV with only a few thousand fans sprinkled throughout the stadiums. Interest in those cities dropped. The overall product suffered greatly. Baseball has a unique antitrust exemption, which shields the Major League Baseball from competitor leagues propping up to try and take or steal some of their audience. However, that exemption from federal antitrust laws comes with a price. It comes with the understanding and the responsibility to keep the game healthy across all 30 markets, not just the biggest teams in the biggest cities. Compare it to the NFL, where a hard salary cap has been in place since 1994. Every year, you get parity. You get real parity in the NFL. Multiple teams with legitimate shots at the playoffs. Parity is good for fans and good for the sport. Every team, hence every fan, has a legitimate shot to succeed. That creates drama. Drama drives viewers, and more viewers mean more revenue for everyone, owners, players, and the league. Baseball could have that same energy if we just get the economics right. Let's be clear, this isn't anti-player. With a proper salary floor, owners have to spend a baseline every year. Pair that with a stronger revenue sharing, and players will still get paid very well, in fact. And the overall pie grows because more markets stay invested, more national interests, more local sponsorships, more betting action on competitive games every single night. Everybody wins when the product is better. And fans, especially young fans, grow up with their team. Loyalty matters in business. The current deal on the table right now ensures fans' loyalties will be protected, rewarded even. I was drafted by the Pittsburgh Pirates and played in their minor league system. I know what it takes to compete at a high level. It's not just money. It's culture. It's development, toughness, resilience, and making the smart moves when it matters. A salary cap doesn't kill competition. It amplifies it. A salary cap and floor levels the playing field so every front office works under the same rules, and every fan in every city has a real reason to believe and hope when the season opens. Right now, too many fans are showing up knowing their team wasn't built to win it all, or should I say, bought to win it all. That's not how it should work. That's not how you grow a sport. That's how you slowly kill it, shrink it. Owners and the Players Association need to negotiate in good faith. Find the deal that grows the game instead of fighting over slices of a pie that could be much bigger. The last thing baseball needs is another work stoppage that punishes the very people who pay the salaries and keep the nightlights on. We, the fans deserve a deal now. President Trump said it plain and simple. If you don't have a salary cap, you don't have a sport. He's right. Protect the fans. Keep hope alive in every ballpark from Pittsburgh to Tampa to Milwaukee to Miami. That's how you make baseball bigger, not just richer for a small few. I'm Eric Bolling, former Pittsburgh Pirate and current fan, a hopeful fan. Hopeful the Players Association will sign the more than generous deal the owners have put on the table. Hopeful they do it before baseball loses its great American pastime badge of honor that generations after generations have cherished. Guys, there's plenty of money out there. Now do the right thing for us, the fans who supported and grown your businesses to stratospheric levels. We're going to ask nicely for too much longer.